Hey up! How's it going? I hope you're doing well. So today we are continuing with Excavation of Hobs Barrow. I'm kind of doing these weekly, so every Friday there'll be a Hobs Barrow video. Because I feel like for a new channel, nobody will sit through a 3-hour video of the whole playthrough, or however long this game is, X amount of hours. So I'm splitting up into like just over hour episodes. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. So I think we're getting to the point now where things are starting to ramp up a little bit. Things are starting to get a little bit intriguing. This has actually been fantastic. This is one of the best games I've played in a long time, and it's bloody hilarious. And you say anything in a northern accent and it's immediately funny. Anyway, I've rambled enough. Let's carry on. So, a little recap, I guess. In case you're watching this and it's the first one, I mean, you can go back and watch the others, but we saw the Barrow for the first time. We found the diary of our father. We found that he was there 20 odd years ago fiddling about in the Barrow, and that's why he's in the state he's in the hospital, you see. And the last time we did find the diary and read it, so I think we're going downstairs to speak to Stanley, see if he knows who left this diary.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
Oh, God, yeah.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
My arse.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
Yeah, what do you got to say, Stanley? Continue accusing Mr. Kemp. It must have been... No, it wasn't him. I am going to put myself on a limb at the minute and say, I trust Stanley. He hasn't let me down yet, as old Stanley. He might be telling the truth.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
Stone? Oh yeah, there's a stone on the actual diary.
What do you make of this stone?
that's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Got a what?
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Oh, you're fucking useless, Stanley.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
Explain the dream. I'd like to hear his thoughts about it.
I was at Hobs Barrow,
Oh?
but everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow. Eyes as black as pitch.
Oh yeah, little goblin
It told
fella.
me that my father had been there in Hobs Barrow many years ago,
I see.
but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal.
Aye.
You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But
Ah,
I'll
no.
admit it's a strange coincidence.
Listen to Stanley.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobs Barrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood.
Here we go.
An old folk tale about Hobs Barrow.
Alright, go on then. Let's hear this folk tale then.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin.
Ah, goblin, that's what I
They
said.
say he lived inside Hobs Barrow, hence the name, Hobs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass.
Yeah, lass.
I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Well,
Perhaps, if I ever meet him.
which we won't, probably, because we haven't fucking seen him yet, have we?
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Only a business, that's what it says. Perhaps he can just... Oh, maybe. No, I fully 110,000% trust Stanley. And if at the end of this game I figure out he's not trustworthy, I'm going to heave myself out of this window. Mark my words.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
Goodbye.
Like who?
See you soon.
No, wait a minute, like who?
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Who the fuck is
Good
this like?
day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed. I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
Well, tough fucking
My
shit, innit?
sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Let's get his own fucking paper, wouldn't he? Fucking lordship. What is this that's sparkling at me? Go on, you just straight glass.
Goodness me. I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself.
Oh, shut up.
I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out.
He's useless.
I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Right, so who the fuck do we speak to about this, fucking journal? Oh my
Right.
god.
I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobs Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor
Worm?
thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth. I've just noticed this matchbox is completely damp from the rain. The match is no use to me anymore.
Oh, well, fucking whoopee. Why is it so fucking misty? What's that? I didn't realise that was there before. Interesting. Ooh, there's a market. What's all this?
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh. Father Roach, what
Good
are you
morning,
doing here?
Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
No, but shit.
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah.
Indeed. Do you recognise this journal?
What a tatty old thing.
Right.
You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
Not
It's not
mine,
mine.
is it?
Then whose is it?
That's
Judgy.
precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
About the stone, then.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian.
Oh, it's not going to be
iconography.
Christian, is it?
Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind.
Fucking hell.
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members
Oh, yeah.
to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
No.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have
couldn't think of
quite a
anything
busy
worse.
day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmunds, should you wish to join us later.
I wouldn't wish to, actually.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
He's a
Oh,
tosser.
yes. A rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
Still a
I
tosser.
hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports.
Oh, dear.
He believes this to be a godless land. Something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture.
Yeah.
Let us move
I
on.
hope it's a different fucking
Thanks for your
god.
time.
I hope it's a different
Lord
religion.
be with you.
That will stick it right up his ass. Okay, so we need to convince that bloody fella. I haven't played. Honestly, my memory is fucking awful. I can't remember where anybody is. Just have a wander about and see what the download is. Oh, this is because of the stalls, the market thing. That's what this lot is. That's quite good. Oh, there's Wally. Wally.
hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the doll back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Yep, alright. We've now made enemies with Wally.
The road
Oh, yeah.
disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, sorry, Wally, but you know. He's scratching his knee. Oh, I wonder if they've moved from the forest. You know those chaps. What the fuck is he doing?
Thomasina!
Oh, what do you fucking want?
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling
Addled?
all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea.
How does she not
the
know
text
it's not her
refers to
father's?
some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
Huh. How? We're both fucking fucked off our faces. I don't know how he remembers out, to be quite honest.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
This village, sorry, is full of a bunch of fucking idiots. We are not going to get anywhere asking anybody anything. Everyone's going to be like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What's that? Oh, is that a stone? That's
I
not-
had a splendid time last night.
Aye, I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
Oh, yeah, because we bonded over our... well, he lost his mum and our father's in the state he's in.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
Hello. What's it gone black? What was that?
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who? Wait, who? Who's fucking Mildred?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
Ooh,
A witch.
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
yes.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
I didn't know there was a witch.
Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that.
Is
They say she lays with demons.
Who
oh,
are they?
Gossiping villagers.
Local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that
well,
backward.
that's yet to be seen, mate.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Right then. I want to find this fucking Mother Mildred woman. Like a good witch. Ooh! Oh, we've got another flashback.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father.
No.
Come on now, don't make him wait.
Oh, fuck him.
I don't want to.
Ah, yeah, good for you, lass. He's a dick. I don't like him.
Aren't you going to miss me?
No.
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time. But we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Oh, was that probably the last time she saw him, like, well, I imagine. Well, that's harsh, isn't it? In your last memory. Right. Those fucking idiots better not be there still. Oh, good. Good. Resin. Oh, can I take some resin?
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Oh, I might need some sharp. Okay, what else? Oh, is that Mother Mildred? Oh! Woman. Hiya.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
Oh, that's her.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance.
Aye.
Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
What?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Oh, now then.
Why was my father in Bewley?
He were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
Come on now, love, you'll know what
I
the journal is.
understand you might be able to help me comprehend the contents of this journal.
A journal, you say?
Yes, it was slipped under my door. I have no idea who it belongs to. It contains peculiar drawings and strange passages. Arthur Tillett told me you might be able to help.
I'm not a witch, you know.
I didn't think you were, Miss Walker.
Good. Well, let me take a look then. These drawings mean nothing to me, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But I think this belonged to your father.
See?
Why do you say that?
This journal contains an account of when I met him, you see.
What?
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting.
Well, apparently not.
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
Son.
What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue.
IAW.
Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
Excavation.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Oh.
Binding magic.
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Why indeed?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after.
Oh, jeez.
Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
Well, we're going to do the exact opposite. Goblin. After the excavation.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
But I thought that farmer bloke said there was a third person.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
Well, we can't, can
I'm afraid
we?
my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. He's doing just fine.
Well, he's not though, is he? You see? Third man, that's what I said.
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Well, that's fucking helpful, thanks, love.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Do you know Lord Panswick?
No, she
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
Well, he won't do, will he?
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
If he'd have been bloody pie and mash, you'd have been right fine.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way.
Do I sense
He's a nice
history?
enough fella.
I see.
That sounded a bit ominous.
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Fernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam,
I made something to help her.
this is incredible. Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker.
Could I possibly go snooping around in your little cottage here?
I shouldn't enter uninvited.
Yeah, shit. Alright.
Miss Bateman,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met?
What?
You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Sit it.
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by
No.
rational means, Ms. Walker.
No.
One
Disagree.
cannot abandon reason.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. No. No. The game would end here and I would leave. Oh god. I dread to think what's going to happen in the end.
Thomasina! Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Hey dear.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
What?
Where did Mummy go?
Hello? Oh. Oh. That was a bit shit, isn't it? For a wee girl. I'm not going there again. What's a fucking show? What's she doing? Ah!
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Got a northern goblin. What the fuck is Arthur Tillett doing stood there?
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur?
Oh god, I've got a bad feeling.
Hello?
Oh, I've got a bad feeling.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me.
Is he alright?
You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes. Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Tell Arthur about my dream. Perhaps I could hear his perspective.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I
I don't think
had.
he's that interested,
I was at
but-
Hobs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think
Or
anymore.
was it?
Arthur? Arthur, are you listening?
No.
Fine then, we'll talk later.
That's really
I hope you
weird.
piece together your memories.
Really weird. What are we doing? I can't remember now. I've got all fucking... What's down here? Oh, this fucking silly twat. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh.
Hello, dear.
Good day.
Man.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
Oh, it's not Lord Panzer. Oh, I thought that was Lord Panzer.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you? Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises.
Okay.
I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist.
Which is just...
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Wow, thanks.
Do you know of Hobs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina.
Well, you can't.
What time do you like to rise in the morning?
What?
How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
All too personal questions, I'm not telling you. He's asking too many questions. A little flirting? No, we are not flirting with him. Thank you. Not flirting with any man.
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
Ha!
You disappoint me.
Good.
I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles?
I'm a woman of
Thomasina?
privacy.
You ask too many questions.
Although, to be fair, I am also doing the same thing.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Why? What kind of a fucking answer is that?
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
What?
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I haven't seen your work.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
I don't consent to this.
When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
You won't.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
He's a bit of a fucking creep. A weirdo. Not like him. What's down here? I can't remember. Oh yeah. Come back up. That was rather bizarre, I must admit.
Hello?
Hey up, who's that? Back here.
William Paxton.
What?
Modest and gentle of heart.
No, I don't care. Go that way. Where's that fucking lass go?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. Here you up. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
What? What was that? What the fuck was that look? Well, I mean, he's an old man, so it can't do me much harm in admitting.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
What?
Heavens! I'd
Fuck
given up on
off.
finding you.
No!
Please take a seat, Miss
Fuck
Bateman.
off.
We have
Listen.
much to discuss.
Oh, wow, we have, mate. Because I've been roaming around this town for fucking ages. Where the fucking hell have you been, you silly twat?
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
What a silly
I'm
ass.
mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies.
And add another 1,000.
You see, I've been bound to my bed these past few days
No,
with a terrible fever.
No, didn't know you
How
hadn't.
dreadful.
I
take it you're feeling better now?
No.
Aye.
Lies.
I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath.
Lies.
I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't trust
I were
him.
worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I would have done.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am.
You should be.
I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
No.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobs Barrow some 25 years ago.
He knows
Why didn't
that.
you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
Oh, no, come
I
on,
have
he
my
knows.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
You're lying.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this.
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence.
Aye.
You are following in your father's footsteps.
Aye, and I might end up
seems so,
bedridden
Mr.
like
Shoulder.
him. This is fucking well weird. Like, just fucking been looking for him all over at shop, and he just like randomly sitting there on a bench minding his fucking business. Nah, something smells fishy. Oh, and also something stinks in here. I think someone's got the farts. Are you farting?
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk round here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
there's more to him, I think. I think he knows more than he's letting on, because surely, 25 years ago, I mean, he's old now, so he'd have been, you know, old enough.
What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout.
Yeah, no shit.
Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
That makes sense.
I want to know what's there.
I do. Well, I do and I don't.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all.
I kind of do.
However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
you're fucking...
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it. I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
What do you make of this strange stone?
The carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
Ah, yes. Now then, Mr. I've been fucking dying of a fucking fever for fucking 3 days, however long it is I've been here. And you're fucking white. I'm on to you.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
Yeah, where?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
No.
Here.
Thank you.
No, this is really shifty. Because why else would his glove... Why else would his glove be there if it wasn't him, if he wasn't there? It's... No. He is lying to us for some reason, I don't know why.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobs Barrow is home to a goblin.
I'm invested.
Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place.
Thin?
The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
thin place.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds. Where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
No, he knows who I am. I don't believe that he just come across an interview. I mean, he might have come across it, but he knew full well who I was. Oh, I'm invested in the story now. I'm invested.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. I've managed to find Hobs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
You said it weren't going to be a
you
problem.
could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You'll be a dead old goat soon.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
Exactly what I just said.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you.
Oh, you lie.
I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman.
He knew.
Keep trying with Mr. Bright.
No, I'm getting irked now. Because none of what he's saying is making any sense. Like, he knew the effects of Hobs Barrow and what it had on the town, on the village. Why did he think it would be no issue, me turning up digging in the place, when the land it's on, his brother, hung himself after what went on in there? So how does that make any sense? Now, this old bloke is a fucking liar. Now fucking what? This has led me nowhere.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth.
What?
The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder.
Shit.
Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
This bloke is absolutely no use to me whatsoever. He is no use. His letter's made out like, oh, well, no, yeah, it won't be a problem. Just turn up and we'll, like, get going with it. He's fucking useless.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before.
Yeah.
And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me.
Yep.
Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
But why do you wish to excavate the Barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman.
No, we're fucking not.
I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Great, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again.
Don't believe it.
See you soon.
So you go to the pub and have a piss up and do absolutely fucking nothing.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Well... That's fucking weird. How do I get to that bloody...
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature.
I don't believe in coincidence. Do not believe in it. It's not a thing. No. Nope.
What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence?
It is.
What if that thing really could help my father?
What's up here? I can't remember how you get to Barrow.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
What's all this? What's she burning?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you doing,
What
woman?
are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste.
No.
Now go inside.
I want to know what you're burning. Oh, what is that? Pick it up. What is it?
Abrax.
Abrax?
Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Interesting. Abrax. Oh, unlocking memories. Oh, he's outside now, look.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I...
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass.
Oh, for
I
fuck's
saw
sake.
what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
How about I break your fucking kneecaps and then you can't fucking stop me?
This is not mine to take.
Hey up. There's a fucking goat. Hey up. Yeah.
Easy, girl. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Aye, there's nothing wrong with it.
What a wild-looking thing.
Just a goat. Can I go in your house?
Mr. Bryden is...
What have I got? Can I show him the journal?
Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hobs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
Oh.
By God.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Ooh, what is it?
I waited for what felt like an age, and I realised that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Oh.
Incredible! A pear!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
Interesting.
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
No.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there.
Yeah, me dad.
Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Yeah, well, duh.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Understood.
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment.
Yes.
I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
God, yeah, you're too old.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision.
Oh, I won't.
Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
Oh,
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't.
No.
Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass.
I was just
Market's
gonna...
on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about.
I'm just going to say that.
now.
I was just going to say
And
that.
like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobs Barrow.
Oh, finally.
As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
Because you're a child. What else is she going to say to her daughter? You know?
To protect me, to stop me from following in his footsteps. You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Oh dear. Oh no, I don't like the way she said that. Oh, fuck me sideways. So do we go back into town and try and find someone in the market to help us with the dig? Oh god, that sounds awful. That sounds like an awful idea, doesn't it? Some fucking poor twats. And they're fucking meet the same fate. Ooh, look. There's loads of folk about here. Who are you? Oh, pie seller! You're selling pies!
Can I interest you in a pie?
Oh, God,
Finest
yes, you
mutton
can.
in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Oh, I'd love a pie. Proper northern pie. There's nought better, tell you. Apple seller.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house, like?
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
Thanks. Very nice, yeah.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Well, we're not fucking eating it. Maybe the goat will eat it.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Tins. Okay. Where do I,
Mutton pies!
Ah! Oh my Jesus! Yell at me.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
Workers.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. So maybe if we get her the milk. Alright, I see. I see what's happening here.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago.
Do we know Mr. Ambrose?
He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me.
Don't care.
But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
We won't. I have a feeling.
Are you familiar with Hobs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I don't really want to show the stones, to be quite honest.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
Oh, he's got his fossil up, look.
Good day.
Hey up.
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Oh, thanks. What a very nice chap.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
That's very nice of you. Saxnot.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind.
What is it? Milk? Do you know I can get milk?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the plough and furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Right then.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Oh, all right.
Apologies.
All right, well, fuck off
Thanks
then.
for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Right then. So we need milk. What is this place? I thought this was like a shop.
No one here.
Now, how did we get to the Devil's Toe? We found it when we was walking to Mr. Shoulder's house. And we came this way, I think, didn't we? Ah, there she is, look!
Good day, little one.
Hello? Can you speak?
Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. My name is Thomasina. What's yours? Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm. Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
Oh, there she goes.
Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Well, now we've got that knife. I wonder if we can get the wax, the resin, even. I don't know where we're going to get milk from. Oh, I forgot we've got a. Don't you dare! I want that resin. Yes. Oh shit.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Animal hair. Where do we get animal hair from? Oh, maybe we get it from the. Wait, let's see if she's got out.
Hello again.
Yes?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Farewell.
Alright.
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
How'd you work?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Maybe. I mean, this might be a long shot. Maybe we get hair from the goat if we give it a molly apple. You never know. So we've got the wax. Let me just see. Would you like a moldy apple?
Hey girl, would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
And you said milk. What kind of milk? Like, will goat milk do? What we got? Haven't really got it, have we? I want your fur. Oh, okay.
I should ask Mr.
Oh.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
Yes. What did I fucking say? I'm really piss him off now.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
You know, wait a minute. No, come back. You're not going to tell me how? Oh, for fuck's sake. I've never milked out before. Right, Eunice. Show us your teats. This ain't gonna just work, is it? That'd be stupid.
All right, we are doing this.
We're gonna get bitten. Ah! Ah! What the fucking shit?
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me.
I don't know either.
All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Yeah, right. I need you to stand up, Eunice.
I'm not going near that thing.
Right, okay. So... right. I have no idea how we're supposed to get milk from it.
I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat for me.
He's not going to! He's gonna, honestly, he's gonna fucking lose his shit.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
You didn't even try.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help. I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
Right, okay, yep. We can... Get you something for your aching joints.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
Oh.
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
I feel like putting it there is a silly idea. What if it falls on his head?
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Quite sad, isn't it? Alright, it's going to annoy this old woman again. Hiya.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this,
Not
surely.
me.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes, yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
can
get
make
them.
the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you. Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley.
Oh, great.
It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers.
Ah!
You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
No, I've seen it.
Thank you.
Wait, no. I've seen that somewhere. I have seen that somewhere. I think I've seen that where that chap was painting, where yeah.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see.
hedgerow or a
What does
private
elderflower
garden?
look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Right, thanks.
Farewell.
So... Private garden. Okay, let's go... Oh no, actually. Private garden. No. Hello.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
What? There's a weird... I don't know if you're hearing that, but there's a very weird ominous music all of a sudden. I'm hearing flies and I'm hearing a low rumble that's making me a little... Is it down here? Ah!
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Oh, so I can't flirt with flirt. Okay, so we've got elderflower. Clumps. So it's white, another white flower. Oh, we're here. No, I didn't mean to go down there. No. Oh! The fucking horse!
A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
Oh, can I get horsehair? What?
It's Herbert, the local stray.
Oh, the cat. I thought that was a person peeping over the wall.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
It would I. Oh, I
She
know.
almost took my head off.
Right. Because she's trying to yank the hair off its tail. Like a mouldy apple.
Hey, girl. Would you like an apple?
Come on, horses like apples.
She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
But I ain't got any money. Can you come down here?
I don't wish to wake him up.
No, but I need horsehair. Okay. Oh.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach,
I'm not.
he won't be back until tomorrow.
Oh, bloody hell.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind. These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin.
Oh, for God's
He
sake.
were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Oh, now then. The tower garden, you say? Really?
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course.
Can I look at
He's
it?
got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
Oh, no.
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Where?
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up
No,
there.
thank you. I
Not to
appreciate
worry.
that.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it
Really?
in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
Oh, I like her. Nice little old lady.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church.
Yeah, of course you do.
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
No, that's alright.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Right. God, we've got so many things I'm in the middle of. Let's find his key so we can get the herb. So we can cure his bones so we can get the fucking milk. These look rather suspicious.
In memory of Peter Black. In memory of George Paxton. In memory of William Ager. In memory of Barnaby Tillett. In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet. In memory of Henry Crozier. In memory of Millicent Smith.
What's it about
In
Juliet?
memory of Henry Crozier.
Oh, it just
In
occurred to me
memory
what I
of
heard.
Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
Do I have anything I can like? Oh, I've got a chisel. Might be a fucking long shot.
I think I can chip away at this plaster. There's There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roach's spare.
Yes. Fucking genius, me.
It's locked.
Yeah, you fanny.
Capital.
Capital.
A small label on the pot reads flirtwort. This is just what I need.
Check it then. Oh, I have. My bad. Okay. Anything else?
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it.
Alright.
I should put the key back.
Oh yeah, hold on.
There. I hope that stays on.
Right. Go back to this old woman. Get our... tincture, whatever you call it.
Good day.
Yes?
I think I have some...
Show me. Aye, that's flirtwater. Let me know when you found some else.
I have
some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower.
What?
It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small.
Yeah, I know you.
Where can I find...
Oh no, shit, sorry.
I see. What does
No.
Farewell.
A private garden. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's never easy, is it? Oh, wait a minute. She might have some, because she said... Oh, it's Jane, look.
Hello, Jane.
She's juggling apples.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Excellent, well done.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Right. I don't really know. I mean, this apple said it had holes in it, but I don't know why. What I'm gonna do with the mouldy apple? And she's juggling apples. I don't know. I'm gonna wander about a bit until I find something that makes sense. I don't know why I'm looking in this hole again, but...
I shall name you Kenneth II.
Yeah. Can I take any more?
I've already taken one.
Oh. Now, this may be a long shot.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Okay. What the fuck do I do with a fucking worm in an apple? It's gotta be something to do with Jane, right? I mean, she's juggling apples and I... Wait, I don't know. I don't need an apple, do I? I'm going to try it anyway, because why not?
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Oh! Ah, yes, Jane.
Oi, put those back!
Oh shit, sorry.
Sorry.
Be careful with your apples.
Oh no, I know what I needed to do. Fuck. I fucked that right up. I should have swapped it out, I think, because I've still got that cow
Hello
bane
again,
on me.
little worm. I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Ah, yeah.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Ha. Yeah. And now...
Mutton pies!
Oh. Fucking hell, mate.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go.
Ah, smashing.
Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Ta.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try. Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again.
Right then.
I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Aye.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
When the bloody goat. I can't believe we're making that poor old bloke do this. He's probably not going to get back up again.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Oh, thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
I still don't know where I'm going to get fucking hair from. But, wait a minute. One thing at a time.
I'll let the worm enjoy.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
Bloody hell.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
I have.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would
not
you
by
still
yourself.
like to meet his lordship?
Yes.
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take
That's
my
fine.
chances.
Yeah.
Follow me, then. Come on over. It's not much further.
Oh, shit.
What time do you call this?
Oh, my God.
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then.
Wait, she's gonna know.
What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeper before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
You called her a daft bin. Brilliant. Now what do I do?
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Wow. What do I fucking do now, Miss fucking Tompkins?
Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Well, this is just fucking dandy. Well, I've absolutely no idea what the fucking point in this is. That was absolutely pointless. Of me going through all that effort to get milk for what? Like, I really don't know what the point in that was. Unless it's going to come apparent later on, but like, what the fuck? Okay. I actually just realised I could have used me my new knife on the horse's tail, maybe at a long shot. I can't think of what other animal realistically I'm going to get any hair from. She did say horsehair is perfect, so I'm going to try.
I'll let the worm in. Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just
Ralph.
visiting. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Right, well.
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Oh, I love it. Oh, enjoy your Scotch egg, mate. Oh, look. Oh, wait, one thing at a time. Let me try this.
I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from her tail.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to do that?
I don't wish to lose an eye. I'll have to gain her trust.
How? Okay, so we need to bribe this fucking thing with something. Oh, wait. Oh, that man disappeared. Okay. We need a snack, a tasty snack for the horse. We've got out in here. What the fuck is that? Who are you?
Hello there.
Yes?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But it feels
she?
wrong to change it.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted. Ted Cross.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
No.
I'll try.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred.
Oh, God.
She wants locking up.
Why?
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago.
Oh, dear.
Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. So, there's a few things. I'm kind of confused about. What's it about that horse? I
can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
I'm really confused as to the point of. Can I go? I can't. Why my map isn't working? No. I'm gonna go back here because I don't know why we were because we had to do so much to get that milk for no reason.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
All right.
Some fine-looking flowers.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant.
Ah.
And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
You're
Finally.
Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Not quite.
Something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman.
Oh, God.
Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Oh, I fucking do. If you try and get close... Yeah, like an old woman. Did you see her?
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man.
Yeah, well, that was fucking easy.
You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest. They're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Oh, alright.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Wait!
Well, alright then. Cakes it is. Yeah. Can I take one of these flowers?
Fine-looking
Mm-hmm. I'll take one of these.
I could just pick this up.
Pick it up then.
Some fine-looking...
Oh, whatever. Right. Right then, I need one of your cakes.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de
Bakewell pudding.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Oh,
My thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley. The most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's nought that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
Now, I know you've lost your husband, but I really need one of those Bakewell puddings.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Can't I just take that?
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy. That's not mine to interfere.
Okay. Oh, so I wonder if he was a freshly dug grave. Oh no, because I don't think the freshly dug grave had a. Oh, it has, look.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
Oh.
No, just looking.
Oh God, I didn't even
He
see
were the
him.
cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Wow. Well, that's not very fucking sensitive, is it, you fanny?
Hello?
What a twat.
Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
You know what, I don't
Goodbye.
care.
Ta-ra.
So we looked at his grave. There's got to be something I can give her that she wants for a
Good
cake.
day to you, pet.
Hello,
I need one of
Mrs.
those
de Plancy.
cakes.
I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and
Wow.
already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does it look like?
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Hard to grow in this climate.
Yep.
They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
I know.
Lord be with you.
Thanks. Yep. Good. Really good. Sometimes that's not working. I don't know why.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
Now, is she going to let me take one?
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippeastrum!
Apologies.
Move!
For fuck's sake.
Well, that confirms it.
Oh, God! Sometimes these games, it's like you take one step forward and then there's like 4 steps back. Oh, the fucking shit. I want one of these flowers. How do I
Those
get rid of her?
flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
No. No.
A bullying old harridan. There's no point trying to...
How the fuck am I going to get one of these fucking flowers? What have you got to say to me about this
Good
fucking
day.
flower?
Hello.
I really need one of those hippeastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
I don't care.
Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
What? I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up.
Oh, God.
Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
Right, then.
I can try.
See what I mean?
Thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
Yeah. Fucking 1 step forward.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
Right, okay, so we need to find this fucking... Now, what I want to know is why he's now stood there. Like, what use is he? What use are you? What use are you?
Good day.
Hello there.
Oh. Do you know Mr. Ambrose?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Right, let's find Mr. fucking Ambrose. So we can distract the woman so we can
There
get the
we
flower.
are. Your
so we can
shells
get
are
the
looking
bakewell.
much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece. Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
That's sad. Now, can I go along this fucking road? Because I feel like I fucking need to.
There's something ahead on the road.
Oh. Will that be the milkman?
My God!
What? What the fuck?
Mr. Ambrose!
What in the shit
I'm going
happened
to help
here?
you. Let me free you, sir.
What in the living hell?
Curses! The rope is bound too tightly.
Not for fucking
I can't
orangutan.
even free his mouth. Don't worry, sir. I'll find a way to free you.
What's he got in his mouth?
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further.
Wow.
His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself, the devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
Aye, my love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, you tell
bitter
her.
old sow.
Yeah, you tell her, love. You tell her.
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
Thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good for you, lass. Go and be happy. Be in love.
Good luck, you two.
Can I take this? No, I guess not. Right, well, I've got the flour. So we give what's-her-face the flour.
I have something for you.
You found them. Oh, you dear child. Let's
give me your
take them
cakes.
straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course I will.
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy.
Oh, I like Mrs. de Plancy.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now.
Oh, don't do this
Silence.
to me.
The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was.
Sad.
I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
I do. Not at all. It's the part in between. Yeah.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
Well, you can
I'd
hope.
do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, thanks.
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Aww. Oh, I have a soft spot for Mrs. de Plancy. Like your nan. That makes me sad. She needs someone to look after her. But I will take your cakes out.
Here they are.
Right. Give the bloody cakes to this bloody idiot. Oh,
The vision returns.
oh God. Give it a
I
rest.
come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes.
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de Plancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
Oh, you are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest
I do.
order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
For God's
Lord
sake.
Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim.
Oh, fucking sure you don't.
Or do I?
Fucking pig.
I do not find this amusing
No,
in the
I don't.
slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Well, I want to turn down cake. Oh, why not?
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina?
No.
Let us stroll to the beck.
In the
That
rain?
sounds nice.
You've got a fucking mansion. Why can't we go into your manor and have a bit of cake? Fuck's sake.
We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own.
Oh no, I didn't consent to this. I consented to cake and that's it.
Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind. Father, could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobs Barrow?
Maybe.
I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Right.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Now we've got one last thing to do, I think, on this day, and that's to...
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow.
We've got one last thing. We've got to get this fucking thing fixed. Oh, no. Wait a minute. You weren't there
Joe,
before.
perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Sugar. Sugar cubes. Horses like sugar cubes.
Hello.
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace?
No.
There's nought for you here, lass.
Horrible man.
Yeah,
How
horrible
many
man.
more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Well, he's not going to, because I'm going to thump him in the face.
Hands off me sugar.
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Thanks. What? Right then, Mr. Horsey, would you like a sugar cube?
Here you go. Eat this. Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Oh, we fucking hope.
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
No, idiot.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Right, so we get the horsehair, maybe with that.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Aha! Then we go back to the cairn stone.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
There you go.
Look what I have for you.
Took me fucking ages, did that. Ah! Oh. I mean, it's a bit quiet, but... Oh, hey up, it's all going a bit purple.
My head is spinning. What happened?
Oh, I don't really know.
Hello? Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Agreed. Oh, it's a bit...
It's late.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh.
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your
It
lordship?
better not be me.
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
Oh, yeah.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
I feel like I should... I mean, you should never feel like you should, but I feel like he's helping me a lot. Like, I should have at least one drink.
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
There you are.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip!
Hooray!
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Oh, does it not? It fucking does mine.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires.
Oh dear.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Oh.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves.
For God's sake. Fuck off.
Mr. Shoulder.
Your lordship.
Well, I mean, he's got money. What was that? Man. Oh, that's them fucking... They were arguing. Oh, there's Arthur Tillett.
Seen her.
Oh dear.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
Oh jeez.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside. In the alley.
Oh jeez, is this a good idea?
Stinking drunk. But let's hear what he has to say.
I'm back in a minute. I might get murdered. If I'm not back in 5, come looking for me.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man.
Okay.
He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see.
Oh, Arthur!
An embarrassment, Thomasina.
You
No,
are.
you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
What?
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something.
Oh God, I'm so intrigued.
I waited. I concentrated. and it finally came back to
What
me.
is it?
Please, you're keeping me in some
Fucking
serious
tell me
suspense
what
here.
it is.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Right. Oh god, I'm so intrigued. I'm such a nosy twat. What's he doing down there? Having a fucking shit or what? Oh.
Hurry now, Leonard.
Who's Leonard?
I'm not as quick as I
fucking-
used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
What?
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
I fucking knew it,
Are
guys.
you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days.
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
Fuck off.
No. Your lordship, with
Fuck
all
off.
due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She will laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
What?
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Oh my
Wait.
god.
Who goes there? Did you hear something?
Oh my god.
Ah, a moonlight tryst.
Yeah, we were shagging in alley. We
After
weren't talking about
something,
no
are you,
health.
Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship,
Oh my
let
God.
me...
Save your words, you drunken
You
wretch.
leave him alone.
Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice.
Oh my god, this is taking a turn.
I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard.
No, you're beneath
It's sad,
me.
really.
Well,
That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice
he
man.
is actually.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, but I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
Wait, I need before I implode. I'm at a loss for words. Fuck me in the face. I've got a feeling that Arthur Tillett might not live very long. Oh my giddy assholes. Sounds like bloody Mark Bolan in his folk era. Am I going to sit through all of this? No, he's off. Ah! Oh. Is this going to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on? Okay, I've had enough. Fucking hell.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
There's This doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did.
Why do I not believe it?
The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done.
No.
When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
No, that's all part of the plan. No! That's all... What? No.
I must undo what has been done. Father, I'm coming.
Okay, well, we're not that yet. Okay, I've got thoughts. We're not obviously going to do day 3 because this video is twice as long as they normally are. I don't believe anything that fucking goblin said because, as we saw at the end of that, this episode, fucking bloody twatted, I can't remember his name now, that wrote to us to come there. It's exactly what I said when we found him on that bench, that everything he said was a load of horse shit and he was lying to us, and he was, and him and that bloody Lord Fanny arse are in on it, want me there for my blood, and everything that we just saw there in that scene with the fucking goblin. No, because they need me to give it willingly, and what better way than to, oh, it will cure your father. That's how, you know, that's how they get it. No, that honestly, I was not expecting that. My jaw was on the table. Like, that was unreal. I knew we couldn't trust that old bastard. I fucking knew it as well. And especially that bloody Lord arsehole. With his bloody smarmy fucking slimy words. I really am so intrigued now at, like, how this is gonna work out and what's gonna happen. But we will continue this next week. I will put this out every Friday until we've finished it. So if you got this far, then well done, and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate everyone that follows. I appreciate everyone that subscribes and watches my videos. It really is appreciated. And I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra!